This is the Eufy S100 wall light cam. What's going on YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be checking out Eufy's S100 wall light cam. This thing is pretty cool. It's an advanced all-in-one security that provides day and night protection with an attractive design. So if you take a look at the design, this thing looks pretty cool, and there are quite a few different features that we're going to talk about. So if you're new here, in my videos, I like to take a look at quite a few things when I review a product like this. So we're going to take a look at what you get in the box. We're going to take a look at on the installation of this because it installs on the wall with a light box. We're going to look at the quality of the video during the daytime, nighttime, as well as night vision because it has color night vision. And then we're going to take a look at the app, kind of show you around the app and kind of show you what the features look like inside the app, so you can get a feel of what you're going to be buying. So right off the bat, let's go ahead and take a look at what you get in the box. So this is what you get in the box. You got Let's talk about some of the features that you're going to get with this product. So it features a 2K wide view with a color night vision. It comes in a 4:3 aspect ratio, so that way you can see top to bottom, kind of a more skinnier type of view, so you can see quite a bit more top and bottom versus just a wide angle and missing top and bottom, which is great for where you're going to put this usually. And they say it's got an advanced motion activated camera with the light, which is kind of cool. I will say that how quickly it notifies your phone or gives you an alert when there's motion is pretty impressive, and it's something that's very important to a security camera. It does have two-way audio, which you can talk back and forth to someone that's actually outside your house. So it does have 1200 lumens smart lighting, which there's a light on top and bottom, and you can move these things around. The cool thing about these is you can set them up in different ways. They're not just white lights or warm lights. They also are RGB, so you can change them to pretty much any different color that you want. They also have a feature where you can have them breathing like a dragon, so they're going back and forth between lights and a few other things like that, which is kind of cool because, you know, my Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and so I set it up with red and gold or red and yellowish and had it doing a breathing dragon type of effect, as you can see here. That way, at nighttime when we were playing the Super Bowl, it was going on, and now it's on every night when it gets dark for a while. But the cool thing about the lights that you can turn around is if there's too much light, you don't want the light on at all times. If you put it next to your garage or your front door, that way there's not light just blinding people. You can turn these around and kind of have them as accent lighting, which is really kind of cool. Kind of cool thought and feature of this. Now, since this is a Eufy product, there are no hidden fees because most of their products have onboard memory or onboard storage. This one happens to have 4 gigs of onboard storage if you don't have their hub. Now, if you do have their hub, this does work with the Homebase 3. So if you already have that or you want to purchase it extra, you're able to and connect this to that hub. The Homebase 3 does have 16 gigs of onboard storage for additional storage. And then also you can upgrade and put a hard drive in the Homebase 3 of up to 16 terabytes. And a cool thing is the S100 also works with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. So that's kind of cool. So let's go over the installation process. Now, I recommend if you have never done this before, get a friend that's done this before or hire an actual electrician because working with electricity is no joke and I don't want you to get hurt. First things first, you want to find the breaker that powers that light. So most lights outside run on a switch, so you want to find the breaker and turn it off. So once you find the breaker, you can use a voltage tester like this. I'll leave a link with one in the description below so you can check it out too. But use this so you can double check to make sure that there's no power going through the wires. Once you're clear and know that there's no power going to the wires, now you can go ahead and remove the old light fixture. Most of them are hung up there or hanging up there by 2 or 3 nuts or screws. You'll need to find those and remove those. Most of the time, once you get those removed, then you can pull the lighting fixture out, and there's the wires. Most of them are wired in with little wire nuts, so they want to remove the wire nuts and pull that through, or pull the wiring through, so that way you can disconnect those. Once the wiring and the light is off the mount, you have the ring, kind of a ring mount or a square mount that you have connected to the junction box here. And then you'll remove that, usually 2 or 3 screws, maybe 4. Remove that because you're going to be installing a new one. Now, Eufy makes this very easy. They have this little mount that you screw into the junction box. And then they use these they're little like almost like Wego or Wego connectors where you're just going to put the wire in from the house into their actual spots that need to be in here, and then there's a screw that you screw down into it, and it basically keeps it steady and keeps it sturdy right there and won't move around. Then you take their light, and it has these 3 prongs, one's for ground, one's for the load, and one's neutral. And they need to go in the right spot. Obviously, the wiring, you'll look at it right here, and you need to make sure the wiring is going into the right spots. And then now you can put the light or the camera light on, or put it into its spot. And then they have these small little screws that mount the light to the actual box. And you put these in on both sides. Now, it was a little bit of a struggle putting this on here. I will say that I had the wires in on the mount too far, so it was preventing the tabs from going in when you put in the prongs. So I had to kind of adjust those. So keep that in mind. Don't put them in too far. I believe it actually says in the manual how far to put them in. But just keep that in mind. Once you get those 2 screws in, you're good to go and hit the breaker and then turn on the light switch. And at that point in time, it should go ahead and go and turn on and ready to go. Since you've already, when you unbox it, since you use the USB and got it activated on your account inside, it's already ready to go, and it pretty quickly connects to Wi-Fi and you're off to the races. So before we get into the app, let's go ahead and check out the quality of the video during the daytime, nighttime with night vision, as well as with color night vision, and then show you kind of how quickly it notifies my phone when there's motion detected. Here's the quality of the video that you're getting during the daytime from the Eufy wall light cam, and the audio quality that you're going to hear. This is the quality of the video of the Eufy wall light cam and the audio quality that you're going to get from it. There are no lights on there right now, it's just infrared only. What you're going to get. This is the quality of the Eufy wall light cam that you're going to get with the lights on white light, and the audio quality that you're going to get at nighttime. So as you can see here, it's the wall light cam. I didn't rename it, I just kind of left it there. Kind of shows you a snapshot of the last thing I recorded. And at the bottom here, there's a Wi-Fi signal, which it shows is pretty good. There's a box with a 0 on it right now, and that tells me that there is no motion detection that it's found since I've actually watched them. Since I went outside, I watched them already to check up on them. So I already know what's been going on. So there's no motion that's happened so far since I've watched them. So now we're in the settings area, and we go to motion detection. And this is where you can set up all the different motion detection and how you want to set up the sensitivity. If it's a human or other motion, I just have it as human. And if I want a push notification, they do have activity zones, which is my favorite. Just call that out. You can't have a security camera without activity zones. So let's go to the light setting here. As you can see, there is a schedule activated light right now. So this is where there's an adjuster up here at the top. As you can see, I just moved it. You can adjust the brightness of the light. You can turn it on and off. Right now I have it on, looks like daily lighting is selected. It should be. I thought I had it on the Chiefs Kingdom one, but right now it's just a white light. You can see those pre-selected ones here where you can do kind of a warmer light or a really warm light. It's up to you on what your lights look like outside your house. You can do a lighting effect, kind of a scene light with those colors there. They have dynamic light effect, which is they have like a dream aurora, which kind of goes through those 3 lights real quick. And I could kind of show you that real quick here too. But a warm guarding, and let's party with different colors. I did a Chiefs Kingdom, like I talked about earlier, and one for K-State. I couldn't get black for some reason. I couldn't figure that out. So white, now I think about it. How are you going to do a black light? That was stupid, Reed. But I just have purple. I cannot believe I didn't think about that. Wow. Make fun of me in the comments for sure. So I got purple, and it stayed on purple, which is kind of cool. At the bottom here, you can set up a schedule. So right now I have it set sunset to sunrise, and it goes off of your GPS location, which is kind of cool. So I do have a schedule effect, and there's the Chiefs Kingdom. So it should be doing that right now outside, which I think it is. I can't see it, and then you can also set it up for motion activation. So if there's motion activated going on, you can have it turn on a certain light, whether it's white light, warm light, you name it. Set up how long it's going to be on the timer, and smart smart lighting. So that way it comes on as soon as they're in motion, or you can set it so that it checks to see if it's an actual person during motion before it turns on the light. Then they have different view settings, so you can set up when you're viewing it on your phone, if it's high quality or whatnot, what it records on. You can set all that up there. Audio quality based on the volume of it, because it does talk to you. You can set up different things, and so you can set up the volume on that also when someone speaks through it. The notifications, you can set up text only or with thumbnail, and you can new text alert tone, which is kind of cool. And then general settings, you can look at storage, rename it, Wi-Fi connection, time settings, time zone, and then mounting guides. It kind of shows you how to mount it, which is kind of cool. Share the device with somebody, share your thoughts, restart the device, or remove device. So here are my final thoughts on the S100 wall light cam. It's a Eufy product for one, and I really like Eufy. Even though they had that, whatever it was about encryption and all that, they have now fixed the encryption side. When I was looking at a video on my phone, it showed me that it was encrypting it before it sent it over from the web. So they did fix that. Whatever happened there, I get it. I'm not going to mention too much on this other than they have fixed all that. I wish that they came out with one that didn't have a camera on it, because I want one on both sides of my garage, and I don't need two cameras on my garage. So now it's like, do I buy two and just use one as a camera, or I don't know. But I wish they came out with one without a camera, maybe for a little cheaper option. Who knows? Maybe that's just my thought process here. But I really like the way it looks. I put it outside in my backyard instead for at least right now. I love how good the quality is of the video. I really think they did a really good job with the camera on this one. It's just very sharp on all steps here. I know a lot of security cameras in the consumer area or the consumer market, when you get night vision going on, you get a lot of different artifacts in the video and all this and that, and sometimes the person can be really blown out and all that as far as being white out or not and such. Eufy on this camera does a really good job with that. I think they took it one step further with just the lighting features of this. They didn't just come up with a light that you can use. It adds the effect to it. You can have more different lighting. You can have more lighting effects with different colors, and you can set up all of those. So that was kind of cool. And it was really cool that I was able to set up something kind of for the Chiefs to help celebrate for that. And just kind of a perfect timing for that. I think that was a brilliant idea. It allows you to use your creativity on what you want set up, and then you can do it multiple different ways. So if you have a game day, you can put up your school's colors or team's colors, you name it. That's a really cool thing. So those are just a few of the things that make this product really great. If you're interested in purchasing this product, I will leave a link in the description below for current pricing, as well as the Homebase 3 and a few things that I used to install it, just in case you're interested in installing it yourself and don't know what you need to install it with. So those will be down in the description below, so you can check them out. If you have any questions or comments about this video or the installation process of this or anything like that, go ahead and put in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to chat with you. If this video helped you out in any way, please leave me a like. This helps push my videos out to more people. If this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.